Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough. It's America's favorite golf podcast right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim live from the Dallas studios right off the tollway in Frankfurt in a rainy, humid, but now sort of sunny Wednesday. And, of course, by my side on screen, as always, PGA of America member, Mr. Johnny Gerber. Hello, Johnny.
Good after. Is it morning or afternoon for you? Is it morning? Did you just wake up?
I took a nap earlier.
I figured you did.
But it was only about 4 minutes.
I'm in the same boat. I'm across the pond from you over in Fort Worth, and it's we didn't get the rain y'all got, but we certainly a little more got some humidity here and 86 degrees. But I like this. I like this type of weather. I'll take this way better than what we had 2 weeks ago when it was 35 degrees and drizzly and rain. That's not for me. It's not for me.
I don't like any of that either. I am curious though. You said across the pond in Fort Worth. What pond is between Fort Worth and Dallas?
Isn't it like Lake Grapevine?
Something? No.
I just say that in reference. We'll it's hey man, just go with me. Mate. Just work with me a little bit. I mean, I know you're always trying to, put me down. And this morning you said I had hair plugs. I had to go get a haircut. You made me feel bad about myself.
Beautiful hair plugs.
No, it's not. Let me tell you something. If I had hair plugs, do you not think I would be working that sponsorship angle super hard?
With the hair plugs, hair club for men?
Yes.
Christopher Cole's already joining us. He says, hey, what's up, Christopher? Welcome into the golf show. We normally see him over on JP's show.
Welcome, buddy. Hey, we're going to give you some winners today, and we're going to give you some laughs. And thanks for joining us, Chris.
That's right. Absolutely. As always, we want to thank our sponsors, Orion Golf, Tom's Town Distillery in Kansas City, Missouri. Enjoyed me the last of our bottle of Tom's Town. I need some more bourbon. I need some more vodka here at the studio. James, if you're listening and watching, and I know you are, let's get that happening soon because I'm starting to get thirsty here in the Dallas studio.
I'm going to see James Friday. I'll put the order in. I'll see him Friday up in Kansas City. So,
and then we need to hook our studio in Tampa up, get those boys some Tom's Town. And they're in a law firm office too, as the Jeeves Law Group studio in Tampa. We may need to hook some of the attorneys up too with some Tom's Town.
I don't know how that works. I know that they're not in the state of Florida. Maybe we need to work on that angle, get them some
carry it across state lines.
Distributorship. Well, it's not prohibition anymore, is it?
Well, just Smokey and the Bandit, that thing.
Okay.
I'll drive the Trans Am. You drive the truck and carry the dog and Flash. No, that was Flash. What was the name of the Flash? Flash was on Dukes of Hazzard. I don't remember his dog's name.
No, I don't either.
Maybe it was Flash. I don't remember. Anyway, we can Dukes of Hazzard and we can Smokey and the Bandit, that thing. We'll be carrying vodka and Coors beer all over the place.
The Mercedes goes about as fast as those cars, so I think we're going to be in good shape.
I never had a problem with that supercharged Mercedes, by the way. That's the compressor.
Have you drive it? Huh? Have you drove my car yet?
Oh, I thought you meant my Mercedes.
Oh, I was talking about mine.
Mine's supercharged. Yours isn't.
You do have that's something like that, but you're right. Supercharged is right.
Supercharged like your hair plugs.
No,
it is Wednesday. Oh, by the way, our other sponsors too, we can't leave out turflifeclub.com and also our fine friends, Terry, Shannon, everybody over at Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We need to remind everybody too, Johnny yelled at me for not promoting this enough on the show the last few weeks. We do have an in-studio text line. If you are not watching the video, if you are, of course, you're welcome to comment at any point below the video there, and we will see your comments like we did with Christopher and bring him on and make y'all part of the show. But if you're not, if you're out and about, as we say in Canada, if you'd like to communicate with us, you can do it 24/7. It doesn't have to be during the live show at 214-937-0569. If we see it live, we'll let you know. We do monitor it. If it's after hours or it's when you're listening to one of the recorded podcasts here on the network, any one of our shows, just let us know who you are, where you're texting from, and what you want to text about, and we'll reply to you when we see it, and maybe make you part of one of the next shows. We would love for you guys to utilize that. So thanks to everybody that showed up on a preview Wednesday, Johnny, as we're going to preview the Texas Children's Houston Open as the Texas swing gets underway. We are going to talk a little bit about the players, the odds, and then towards the end of the show, Johnny will give you his picks, his winning picks. I'll throw my dartboard picks at you. Johnny's not going to like my dartboard picks this week.
We have too many crossovers?
No, we got maybe we have one crossover. That's not why you're going to be mad, though. You're not going to be mad at the crossover. You're going to be mad at something else.
Okay, well, I stay mad at you, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm more impressed when I'm not mad at you. That makes my day a little bit easier. So I'll just stay mad, and then
I've never known that feeling when you weren't mad, to be honest. So
okay, well then that's good.
Especially when Nancy has to gripe at you about something that I did.
Oh, I think she likes you more than me, but she loves me. She likes you. That's a little bit different. She has to love me. She doesn't have to like me. No, she likes you by choice.
She doesn't have to like me either.
But she likes you by choice. That's my point. Like, she has to love me because I'm her son, but she doesn't have to like me, but she chooses to like you. So that, if that makes sense.
Good.
There it is.
I like it that way.
Yeah.
Christopher says, I need to get outside and play golf again. I used to go outside in my yard and hit some balls from my wheelchair. I'd like to see video of that, Christopher, and also maybe interview some of your neighbors about where those balls may have ended up in their living rooms through their windows.
Well, Christopher, good for you. Good for you. If you got the bug, you're still getting moving a little bit, and you're in a wheelchair, man. Good for you. Thank you for that comment. But hey, you're better than most guys that kind of, if that's your deal, man, and you still love the game of golf, I want to do that. Good for you, buddy.
So let's get into, Johnny, a little bit of the 2025 Texas Children's Houston Open. Some predictions, some picks, some field rankings, some best bets for down there in the toilet, nay, armpit of Texas in Houston at Memorial Park. Now, I'm not going to complain about Memorial Park. It's a fine golf course. It's just unfortunate for Memorial Park that they can't figure out the right par on that course, first of all, or that they can't get it out of Houston and put it somewhere that's not miserable. That's all I'm going to say.
How about both of those?
Yeah.
Does both of those fit? I mean, Houston, listen, I'm not going to bash on Houston, but I'm going to bash on Houston. Not my favorite. I got some really good friends that live there, but if you want to, it's the only place I've ever been that doesn't have zoning. So you could have a church next to a strip club. Not saying I've ever been to either or.
That sounds like the perfect Sunday for me.
Or a strip club next to a school. Or there's no zoning in Houston, right? So not saying that's why it's a bad place, but it's just not for me. People, listen, the people who from Houston, they love it. Like, they love it. If you like the humidity and the rain and that, it's a big city. What is it? Third or fourth biggest city in the country now. So it's a big, big place. But one of my great friends, Reggie Young, lives there, business partner. So listen, if he likes it, that's all I have to say. I don't get excited to go down there. I'd much rather go to San Antonio than go to Houston. Austin, I know you don't like Austin. I've had some good times in Austin, but I'll stay away from Houston if I have to, just saying that. But all you Houston people that listen to the show, thank you very much. About all I got to say, about like you.
It is Memorial Park Golf Course there in Houston. It is a par, the more stable than 71, unstable par 70. I don't have nearly as much of a problem with the par 70 as I do the 71. That's just the things that serial killers are made out of, okay, with an odd number par. It is 7,475 yards, and they have a $9.5 million purse this week that the boys are playing for as everybody starts to ramp up for the first major of the season at Augusta. For those of you that don't know, it is my favorite tournament of the year. It will always be my favorite tournament of the year. And I won't speak very highly of it until I get to play in it. Then I probably won't. I'll probably cuss it a little bit when I get to play in it.
Well, it'll continue to be your favorite one because that's never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Never going to play it. And maybe one day I'll get you a ticket to go. Just
maybe.
To see it.
You promised me last year we were going to go and do
a
show
from there. No. I didn't promise. I did not promise.
You said, I promise if it doesn't happen, I'll shave my head. Still waiting on that bet payoff.
You did shave your head. See, that's what it looks like.
You said you would shave your head.
I never said promise. I don't promise things. I don't do that.
probably
I make
good. You don't disappoint then, huh?
No, I make very strong statements. I don't promise, but there's going to be a time before I will promise this before you. Well, I can't even promise that because you might keel over tomorrow.
You just said you don't. Yeah, you never know with my conditioning.
Yeah.
With my no core strength.
Yeah,
Somebody tried to explain to me what core strength was the other day, and I said all of those things that you just described make me want to throw up.
Like actually working out.
Yeah, like lifting a weight. I'm like, why would you lift a weight? It's heavy.
A lot of people actually do work out. Like they do cardio. They get their heart going. They do want to continue to build their muscles.
Look, I lift weights. Watch, I do curls.
12 ounce.
No, it's probably down to about 4 right now. It's almost done.
Okay, well, it's time for a new one.
By the way, we are looking for a beer sponsor. If you'd like me to drink your beer on our podcast, I'll gladly throw out Miller Lite and replace it with whatever it is you want me to drink. I don't care how bad or good it is. Talking to you, Roller Town. Throw us some free shit, and we'll go with it.
Right.
Johnny, I'm kind of glad the Florida swing is over. Because that just means we're closer to the Masters. And look, I know that your favorite thing is the Florida swing, and there's nothing wrong with it. I like all of the tournaments involved. It's just that, Florida's barely ahead of Houston in the hierarchy of toilets, except for Tampa. Okay. There's nothing wrong with Tampa. You know how I feel about Tampa. Have no issues with Tampa, Christopher. Love the area of Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater. Kind of making it my home away from home. I have a lot of homes away from home, though, so I have to be careful how many more I add. My property taxes are going to get expensive. But the Florida swing's come and gone. There's just 2 tournaments left, separating everybody from the first major, of course, in Augusta. You've got guys that are going to be playing Augusta, like Rory, as just a tune-up for Augusta, and he won't be making the northern trip to San Antonio to play. Which is fine. That's kind of one of the issues with both the Florida swing and the Texas tournaments, kind of timing, right? It's tough for a lot of guys. We talked about that on JP's show a little bit today, that it's kind of hard sometimes for guys to commit to these things. And that's kind of the point of their whole signature event series, to try to coerce some of these guys to come and play tournaments maybe they wouldn't normally because of the point system and the signature status. Which I still think the signature experiment's a fiasco and it's failed, and they need to just get rid of them. And it's not good for the players. It's not good for the tour. Does it bring some players to tournaments that they know? Yes, it does. It works maybe for that tournament occasionally, but overall it hurts the other ones because maybe they don't want to play at Innisbrook. Maybe they'd rather play both in Texas. Okay, well, Innisbrook will lose out, but both the Texas tournaments will win. So I think it hurts things overall more than it helps things. And I can't imagine they're going to, without adjusting it somehow, that they're going to keep it very much longer, until they can figure something else out. But they've got to figure something else out because it's not good for the game. It's not good for the tour. It's not good for the product. But yes, we just have 2 tournaments remaining before Augusta. Those who finish the week inside the top 50 of the official world golf rankings will punch their tickets to Augusta if they have not already. We've got some atop those odds that won't be contending this week, hoping to make it down to Augusta. But that means we have the world number 1 and 2-time Masters champion
Scotty Scheffler
ready to tee it up this week. He's done just about.
That costs $5 for us. You know that.
That's worth it.
Scotty Scheffler.
$10 bill.
We'll just pay him in beer. He doesn't care.
Fireball.
Scotty said that's good too. Scotty Scheffler's done just about everything but win in Houston. He missed a close range birdie on the 72nd hole of last year's tournament to force a playoff with Steven Jaeger. My Jaeger shot because I'm out of Jaeger right now. But he arrives in Houston with his game completely different than he did last year. He was dominating at this point last year. His game is not where it was at this point last season. He's without a win across the first few months of the season. His tee to green dominance has been caught by the likes of Rory McIlroy and Colin Morikawa. His reliable course management has taken some hits, but he still is the headliner of the field along with Rory. as we creep closer and closer to tee off on Thursday. The world number 2 makes his first start at the Houston Open in more than a decade, as Rory had mentioned a couple of weeks ago and mentioned at the Valspar that he was going to play in one of the Texas tournaments, and he said he was leaning towards Houston. Johnny, any thoughts as to why he picked Houston as his tune-up rather than the week after?
I think he just didn't want to take that much time off. I think Houston, I think San Antonio doesn't really fit how he likes to play. It's a very firm golf course, very firm greens when it comes to that. I think he would rather play this week because he didn't play last week. Obviously won the Players Championship, took Valspar off. I didn't think he would want to take another week off and then play San Antonio, to where I think he'd rather play this week, keep the really good thoughts that he's had in his head, and then really go prep for Augusta. So he's going to be there, even though he's going to play Houston, not play San Antonio, but he's going to go to Augusta an extra week and prep for and play there and get ready for. I just think the momentum that he has going, I think the good swing thoughts that he has going for himself, I think he wanted to play. Valspar obviously didn't fit. I'm actually surprised a little bit that he didn't play Valspar and here, and then take San Antonio off. And then it goes back to the point of, okay, you take San Antonio off, and then you play Augusta, and then it's another signature event at Heritage. So, it's a scheduling thing for him. All these guys are a little bit different on how their body is. I mean, Players Championship is an extremely taxing week, especially with the delays and the wind and the conditions that they had. So, I just think I think he wants to kind of continue to, have those good thoughts that he had, at Players Championship, implement those this week, and go to really take an extra week at Augusta and prep for Augusta on the same swing thoughts that he's had.
So I mean, his game's pretty good right now. He's playing really well. Everything is cooperating in his bag right now. This is the first time in his career that he's got 2 wins on the calendar before the month of April flips, which is big for him. This will be his last start before the Masters. And we've got some other guys kind of hoping to get themselves in contention here. We'll be talking a little bit about Maverick McNeely, Nick Taylor, Ricky Fowler, Jason Day. You might hear the name Minwoo Lee. You might hear the name Sung J.M., Tony Finau, Wyndham Clark, all of those guys teeing things up here at Memorial Park in Houston. And we're going to get into some of the odds, some of the storylines, talk a little bit about some of these guys here after the break. We're going to come back. We are From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. All that, more, and next after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? It means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness, and his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his 2 locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm still IndyCarTim. That guy over there that's on air is still Johnny Gerber. PGA of America member, Johnny Gerber.
You didn't say that. Did you say girl?
What?
I didn't hear what you did. You do a shot?
No, what are you talking about? I said that guy over there, Johnny Gerber.
I thought you said that girl over there.
Well, all that long hair, it's hard to tell y'all apart.
It's called real hair.
Did you get a haircut? For real?
I told you I got a haircut.
Man, I need to go get a haircut.
You do. You need to get that beard trimmed up.
I do. I need to get it managed a little bit.
You're looking like
a glorious mane. So, Johnny, breaking news here on From the Rough, as somebody heard my desperate plea for a beer sponsor.
Okay.
And during the break, I got a call from Modelo.
There we go.
They said, we are airlifting you some Modelo Especial right now. It was delivered by drone. I had to run outside to pick it up. But we now have Modelo
all right
on the table, thanks to drone delivery. But it's a one-show deal only, so I have to prop it up.
When you speak, people listen. What is that, E.F. Hutton? What was that, E.F. Hutton?
People talk. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Whatever happened to E.F. Hutton?
I was going to say, it was either that or J.G. Wentworth. I don't remember which one that was. He gets you some money.
877 cash now.
Yeah.
Got to be a Viking.
Between that and 1-800-CARS for kids, man, that stays in my head all the time.
I can hate that commercial. But if y'all want to sponsor our network, we'll play it 24/7 for you if you want.
They got a land deal now. 1-800-CARS for land or something. Kids for land or something. They ventured out. It's like Joel Osteen or whatever that snake.
Oh, the guy in Houston. He's in Houston. He owns the Summit now. He turned it into his church.
The water whisperer or whatever, the snake whisperer or whatever those things are.
I like to whisper at some water.
You know how I feel about those pastors and stuff. I don't want to go into a different show.
One of the funniest things I ever heard on one of those commercials was one of my buddies that worked at the Ticket when they used to do live reads for, it wasn't Cars for Kids. It was a different company that did that. But the tagline was right off the car, not the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's it's a charity that supports kids. Right off the car, not your kid. That was their tagline. And he was supposed to say that at the end of every read. But he thought he memorized the read one day. They were out on a live broadcast, a live remote. He kept getting his words mixed up. I think he was doing some drinking. It might have been like a Bennigan's or something that we were at.
Oh,
And he kept saying, I think he did it twice. Donate your car, not your kid. I've never forgotten that. I'm like, that's the greatest thing ever.
Well, it makes sense if you're at Bennigan's. It sounds about right.
Dude, I loved Bennigan's back in the day.
You love Applebee's too.
I do love Applebee's. That is the most economical drunk I can get just about anywhere.
Chili's is pretty good.
You know what? I think Applebee's is cheaper than Chili's, though. No, I do enjoy Chili's, but I think Applebee's is cheaper, man. They do those $2 Brutus after like 9 or after 10, and they're open till 2. The one by my house is open till 2.
After 10 in the morning? Or at
after
night?
10 at night. It's a half they do their happy hour. They do half price appetizers after 10.
Is that Chili's? Because there's no more Bennigan's.
No,
Oh,
Applebee's. Yeah, Applebee's.
They're all the same to me.
It's great, man. You should try it next time you come to Texas.
They got them rabbit bites or something like that. They call chicken nuggets, but they're like, I think they're rabbit or squirrel.
You ever heard a rabbit scream?
No.
I hadn't either until last weekend. Because we have rabbits in our neighborhood. We have little wild rabbits all over our neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
They're running through my yard all the time, and my dog's a hunter. Tolo, oh dude, if I have to look out in the backyard to make sure there's no rabbits before I let him out, and then if there are, I got to try to scare him away. I didn't check for rabbits the other night when I opened the door, and it was pitch black. It was like 11 at night. He can see them all over the yard. I bet there was 3 of them. I saw one hop through the fence, and I saw 2 take off towards the gate on the side of the house, and I saw him tear off that way. I'm kind of yelling at him like, no, no, no. And he went around the corner, and I heard this screech. I can't even describe it.
You
Just
sure
like
what?
that.
You heard these screeches all the time.
I'm yelling.
Women coming out of your bedroom. That is that you hear that all the time. It's just normal.
And I saw my dog come back around the corner, and he's blood on his beard and on his face. And I went over there, and dude, he tore the crap out of one of those rabbits.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a little Bichon Frise, he's small, like the size of a schnauzer, but these are little bunny. They're not his size, but dude, that's like the 3rd time. We've been there 4 years in that house, and this is the 3rd time I've had to go clean up rabbit guts because he went out and killed one. And I got to do it before the kids see it, right? Because my kids are teenagers, but they're the most tender-hearted teenagers ever. Like, they'll break out in tears if they see a freaking dead rabbit carcass in our yard. I just laugh at it, but
That's funny.
But he's too small to make rabbit stew, so
well, at least you got somebody to protect that house. I mean, that's fine.
Me.
Yeah, for sure.
My kids are scaredy cats. They try to go protect the house. They're going to take their video game controller with them and try to do this with their video game controller at the guy.
Yeah.
Or gal, whoever's trying to break in my house. But
no, I don't think they're trying to break in. I think they're trying to get out.
It happens.
Yeah.
My 16-year-old son's got a little girlfriend. She's trying to break out all the time.
Misery.
Like taking after his dad. Poor girl. She doesn't even know.
Doesn't.
Johnny, let's get into a little bit of the players here and the odds for the Houston Open at Memorial Park. We mentioned Scotty Scheffler is in the field, which means one thing and one thing only.
Scotty Scheffler
is your favorite.
$15.
Played like crap all year. Probably needs to go back to Corn Ferry. I'm just putting that out there. The tour needs to think about that.
This is what happens when you take time off here in Dallas and you go to Mikosina every night and get those Mambo taxis and get misered.
Man, I still
just
haven't
what
had
happens.
one of those.
What?
I still have never had one of those.
Oh.
We were supposed to get him in studio that day when Kohler was here.
Oh, he tried.
He wanted bad to have.
He tried. He wanted to walk down 3 miles to go get him and come back, and thought he could walk in 3 miles because it was during COVIDus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he thought he could walk 3 miles and back, so that'd be 6 miles total walk. Get Mambo taxis and be back before intermission,
like before the break was over.
Yeah. I'm like, that the break is only like 3 minutes. He's like, I'll be back. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
I think he had a couple of Mambo taxis before he got here.
And he tried to order them online and get them delivered.
Yeah.
And that was like in the midst of COVID, and they didn't know what to do yet with all that.
Yeah.
So
it was very early in the COVID thing.
No, that was funny. That was funny.
So Scotty Scheffler is your favorite at 7-2 odds per FanDuel, and this is as of yesterday. So these have all changed, and they'll be a little bit different wherever you go to place your bets. Our buddy Rory McIlroy, 7-1. This is a guy that just for weeks now, I won't say he's been at the top of his game, but he's been pretty close.
Pretty close.
But he's going to have to sustain that just a little bit longer if he wants to officially take that number one ranking from Scotty. But I think there's an opportunity to do it for him this year if Scotty continues to, I won't even say falter, just not win, right? I mean, he's not playing horribly. He's just not playing the way he was last year, which is now the standard for him. But Rory's been the best golfer this year in 2025, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's hard to follow up what Scotty's done the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Even 2 years ago, I thought it'd be difficult for him to follow up 2 years ago, and he followed it up last year. To follow up what Scotty did last year, it's not sustainable. I mean, the only person we've ever seen anyone do that is Tiger, and you can still see some of that wane off. But, Rory's game is all predicated on how he drives the golf ball, especially in these big events. I think Rory going is success for Rory. Obviously, he wants to go into the tournament. Every tournament he goes in, he thinks he's going to win. But a successful week, I don't definitively think is winning for Rory, right? I think winning for Rory, or a successful week for him, is doing the same things that he's been doing over the last couple of weeks and having confidence going into Augusta of what he's doing. This is the best I've ever seen Rory going into Augusta. As you said, two wins going into Augusta before. He's never had that before. But I think he wants to have a good mindset and confidence of what he's doing. And that's a success for Rory going into Augusta.
Right. We have a message on our Fan Stream Sports text line. It's from the 281 area code, which is Houston. So somebody in Houston watching the show.
Sorry, Houston.
Playing along. Rory sucks. Send him back across Johnny's pond. So
he's going to come back to Fort Worth. All right, that's fine.
To Fort Worth, or are we sending him back to Northern Ireland?
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Who made that comment? Can we get a name on that?
From the 281. Yeah, they didn't leave their name. It's just from a 281 area code.
Put your name on it, son. Put your name on your paper.
Yeah, put your name on your thoughts, because sometimes those are pretty funny.
Yeah.
John Hill's back with us again, Johnny. He says Shooter McGavin. He thinks Shooter's going to win. Man, I would love to see Shooter play.
Well, John Hill. I mean, after your win of Victor Hovland last week, I'm pretty sure you won't go back to back if you're going to pick Shooter McGavin, buddy.
By the way, have you heard there's this thing going around on, you haven't because you don't pay attention to stuff, but there's a clip. I think it was the guy that Christopher McDonald that played Shooter McGavin. He was on the Rich Eisen show, and they asked him about the whole thing that he did. He totally made that up on his own. He said, I went into it. Nobody told me why he was named Shooter. He said, but then I just started doing this and going, boom, Shooter's game, like on my own. And they thought it was great. So they kept it. And then he also told the story where they're towards the end of the movie. He makes this big, long, like a 40-foot putt. Right. And he told the director, Dennis, I can't remember the director's name, Dennis, whatever it was. He's like, dude, the thing I hate about golf movies is when you see the guy hit the putt and then they do a close-up of the hole of the ball going in. Everyone knows he didn't make the putt. He goes, will you please let me actually make this putt on camera? Dennis Dugan, that was his name. And he goes, look, I will give you 7 tries to make that putt. We're burning time here. He's like, you got it. So he went up. He said he made it on the 3rd try. All the way, that 40-foot putt. So he's like, I was pretty proud of that because I didn't get the stupid close-up of the hole. I agree.
When you got those low-budget movies, man, you can ad-lib and do some really cool things. That's what kind of makes those movies cool. Kind of like, the story that Jeb tells us all the time about McConaughey, about how his all right. That wasn't in the script.
No.
Like that was nothing. He did that on his own. And now obviously he's famous for a lot of things, but that's what he's kind of known for in that movie. So those low budget movies like that, those are the beauties of them, right? You can do some things that, some of these hierarchies and the, pencil pushers or pen pushers don't want you to do. And those are what's cool about it.
And some of the most quotable things from all those movies were ad-libbed. Like most of them weren't in the script, which is great about it. Rory comes in at 7-1. We talked about Aaron Rye, Mr. Two Glove Aaron Rye, 28-1. JJ Spawn, he's one of two players with top three finishes already this season, as he came up just short of the players. He's at 33-1 for you. Tony Finau, the guy that's 9'28". We may need to do a what?
He's almost has more kids than you, man. So you have to have some affection towards him.
Considerably younger than me too. We might need to do a temperature check on Tony Finau. And there might not be any better place to do it for him than Houston.
Well, yeah, I think he's got another kid coming out, so it's fine.
Gross. Our buddy Wyndham Clark at 33-1, the world number 11, has reemerged. Huh?
Who's buddy?
Oh, well, my buddy. I thought you liked Wyndham Clark.
I think he's just okay. I don't like his temper tantrums.
I think he's going to be a world number 1 here before too long.
He's never going to be number 1.
He had some inconsistency to start the season, which for him is pretty normal. So I think he'll get things in order. Jason Day and Davis Thompson and Michael Kim at 35-1. Davis Thompson will soon be divorced. We will break that news on these airwaves right here on FanStream Sports. And if any of you don't know why Davis Thompson will soon be divorced, should we just go ahead and let everybody know, Johnny?
The cat's out of the bag. It's been rumored for a long time, especially on the inside the ropes on the PGA Tour. So, yeah, I mean, it's
sorry, Davis.
It's there. Why are you sorry for it? Why you want to console him?
Oh, I always feel good about stealing dudes' girlfriends and wives.
She has a choice.
She does, and she's made it. And it wasn't me. At 40-1, Sung J M. I think she's probably younger than 2 of my daughters. But that's never stopped me before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the problem is what?
Love you, Bailey. Minwoo Lee, Johnny, your dude at 40-1. He's seems to be finding himself a little bit week by week. He was the 36-hole leader at the Players, but he bombed on Saturday, tracked back to a T20 finish. He's been a little inconsistent this week, and you may hear some more about Minwoo Lee coming up in the later segment, as we will get in to Johnny's winning picks, my dartboard picks, and I'm sure we will talk more Holly Robinson, Davis, Thompson, Hamm, Pete, whatever her name is, over on the other side, as we are from the rough right here on FanStream Sports. And we'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob. Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much, if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Roof right here on FanStream Sports. I'm still IndyCarTim. That guy over there is still PGA of America member Johnny Gerber, as we continue on now on a preview Wednesday of the 2025 Texas Children's Houston Open. And Johnny, we've got our picks coming up here.
I have my picks. You have your whatever they are.
Well, I have my dartboard picks. They're still called picks.
You had a winner last week.
I picked my top 10. I did.
Proud of you.
You will have your winning picks, and I told you that you were going to be mad at my card, but it wasn't because of a crossover. And so I have to explain something to everyone and to you before
Did you pick Minji Lee instead of Minwoo Lee?
Oh, I will pick her any day.
But you don't like that type. What?
As long as it's not.
Oh, you're hip on the Asians now, but just because you went on a date with a beautiful Asian woman last night.
I'll get into that in a second. It wasn't last night. So Johnny has accused me before of only picking favorites, which I don't only pick favorites. I picked a plus 30 or a 30,000 to 1 winner one time, Chris Kirk. And he missed the cut.
Well, there's never any 30,000 to 1, so that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no, there are. I promise you. I put it on my card. That's what it was. That would be $100 bet, makes $3 million. Okay. Did he win? No. So nobody paid it out.
Well, Vegas doesn't do that, but go ahead. I'll let you go ahead and get to your whole soliloquy out first.
So Johnny accused me for a short time of only picking favorites, which he doesn't do because he places bets based on not only, but partially based on value. All right. He's not going to make a bet that he's only going to make $4 back on. There's no point. It's ridiculous. Johnny's betting to make money, and all of that makes sense. I don't predicate my picks on that. All right. I'm picking who I think is going to win, somebody that I think is going to be in the top 10, and someone that I think is going to be in the top 20. One of each. I don't care what the odds are on them. If I think they're going to win, that's what I'll put on my card. Now, I try to avoid the obvious favorites. Like if I wanted to do that, I'd pick Scotty or Rory every week to win. Okay, well, I don't do that because I try to go a little bit farther down on the odds and maybe pick somebody that just who's not a favorite, that a name you're not going to see. That's just how I base mine on. However, this week when I was making my picks, Johnny, I couldn't avoid one of them. And that's, I had to put
Scotty Scheffler
as my winner. And it's at 4-1. All right. It's ridiculous. Nobody make that bet. I'm telling everyone, don't bet on Scotty Scheffler to win the Houston Open. It's a stupid bet. But I literally, in my 38 seconds of hunting down the odds in the list, I couldn't come up with any better, so I did it. All right.
I apologize to everyone. I cut you off after like about 30 seconds. Can we close the show now? Should we be and I'll just post out everything just because of the audacity. Yeah.
Is that what you wanted?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I told you you're going to be mad.
I'm mad because you got Thigala in there too, and you know what happens when that
In my
happens.
top 10 at
but
plus
you said you didn't have a
550.
crossover.
No, I said I had one crossover. I said you weren't going to be mad at the crossover. You're going to be mad at the other thing.
You got to be
That's what I
ashamed of
said.
yourself. As much as you dog cuss him, you really have the Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, yeah, I do dog cuss him all the time. Yeah, he's a
You do.
hand herpes
I didn't
idiot.
make it. I didn't make it up.
him and his hand herpes. Him and Jordan Spieth and their hand herpes. Hey, I had Jordan Spieth on my card last week to win. What is wrong with me?
You're going down the wrong rabbit hole. All those rabbits in your backyard, you're going down. That's $25. Please quit playing that. We got to pay his royalties.
Yeah, I'd like to see him lawyer up and try to get that money from us.
Royalties. He still is my boss. You know that, right?
I know.
No, he's not.
He can take it out of your check.
Yeah. Now, if that was the case, I wouldn't have a check. They don't pay me there. What are you talking about?
And then, we don't pay you here either. That's okay.
And that's true.
At plus 330, though, I have Andrew Novak in my top 20, Johnny. So Scotty Scheffler, Sahith Theegala, and Andrew Novak on my dartboard picks. But now, ladies and gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, it's time for everyone's favorite segment as we offer you Johnny's winning, where'd it go? Picks.
Despite
Johnny, tell us about your card.
Despite what Tim has said to you, do not take Scotty Scheffler this week.
I said don't take Scotty.
If you would like to wager $100 to win $110 this week, take Scotty Scheffler. If you would like to risk that against a 154-player field or 44 or 34, it doesn't matter. If you choose to do that, go ahead and take him. That being said, I do like your pick on Sahith Theegala, as you will see.
Johnny, on the FanStream Sports text line from the 214, Jason says, I pick Scotty every single week, and I'm barely breaking even. Well, there you go. That's the problem.
There you go. If you take it, listen, 214, what is it? Jason, 214, Jason. If you take our picks, you will not barely make money. You will be making money every week, dude. Play every single week. Minwoo Lee, as much as I like his sister more than him, there's a great opportunity for him to win this week. I think this is not the biggest field, even though you got Scotty and Rory. I think the pressures of the Players' Championship got to him. He has the game and creativity to play well here. It's going to be windy. He plays extremely well in the wind. And again, 30-1, I like his value. Davis Thompson, even though Tim's going to take his wife and he's not in depression mode yet.
She's going to be Holly Grace, Robinson, Thompson, Hamm.
In the next few weeks, maybe he goes into depression mode after this thing's happened because Tim may drive down there or San Antonio. I don't think he's going to play San Antonio, but there's going to be an opportunity there where he goes. And if you see Davis Thompson look as more miserable than he does already, which he doesn't look like a happy guy. What have you been doing to him?
Oh, he knows we're talking. He knows we're talking.
Apparently, but he's a big guy, so he might squash you anyway.
That dude's whatever.
He's 6'4", 6'5". He's a foot taller.
Yeah, he's 180 pounds.
No, he's not. Davis Thompson, no matter what his depression mode he is in right now, 30-1. I like him. He's very good on very, very old school Bermuda, old school types of golf courses. He grew up in Sea Island, Georgia. Same scenario, all old school Bermuda type grass. Like him in this spot. Third time this year I've been hungry. Double ham sandwiches. Ham sandwich picks are anything over 50-1. I like Sahith Theegala at 55-1, and I like Maverick McNeely at 55-1. You're looking at two guys. Sahith Theegala, I didn't particularly like the way he drove the golf ball last week at Valspar, but that's a very difficult place to drive it anyways. I didn't like his attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, that fire rocket that he fling off with his 7-iron on that par 3 was awesome, but not acceptable. He got about a $25,000 fine for that.
Yeah.
So, I like him in this spot. A little bit more open driving golf course than there was at Valspar at Innisbrook, but that's any place on the PGA Tour. I think he's playing okay. I think he's putting the ball good. I think he's getting comfortable on Bermuda greens. Same way Maverick McNeely, even though he's a West Coast guy, same as these guys. I think they're getting comfortable on Bermuda greens. I like him in these spots. Great value at 55-1. 2 top 10 picks this week. Aaron Rai plus 280. He's a grinder. Anybody that wears 2 gloves, and it's going to be Herman down there in Houston. Herman, you can't see me.
Jazz hands.
He got jazz hands. He's got something. He got sweaty. He needs to cut that taco meat off his arms, though, man. He's a little bit too hairy.
Oh.
Yeah. He needs to get on that. He needs to get on them clippers and get that down, because you got all that hair. It makes you sweat even more, and it runs down to your hands. I mean, I'm just giving you. I'm giving you some grooming advice. Double A. Get on them clippers, son. Get on them clippers.
Double A.
Riley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah, double A. Come on, get with the times. Get with the times.
Aaron.
Yeah. Davis Riley plus 650. I'm going to ride his hot hand. I love the way he played last week on a Corky golf course. Again, he's another guy that's from Mississippi. He's used to this course, Bermuda greens. He didn't.
By the way, there's the taco meat.
I'm just telling you. Look at that. Look at that. Not wrong.
Taco meat.
I can't even finish the show.
What the hell are you talking about? Taco.
Look at that. Yeah. Look like taco meat on his eye.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
You said that, and I had to go look up Aaron Rye's arms.
Yeah, taco meat. Yeah. It's like Davis Riley plus 650. I'm gonna ride the hot hand. We cashed in on with him last week. I really like the way he's playing. He's due to win. I don't know if he can make enough birdies. I don't think he's putting good enough, but he's one of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour. I love him in this spot. Going to ride him again, plus 650. 2 top 20 picks this week. Max Grazerman, plus 250. Mad Max is one of the longest drivers on the PGA Tour. I like the way he's playing. Man, I don't know what to say. It's a bomber's paradise. 7,500 yards, par 70. Hey, I think he's got an opportunity. He can make a ton of birdies. I like him in this spot to finish in the top 20. And the Frenchman, Victor Perez. They don't say Perez there. They say Perez. Plus
Perez is Spanish, not French.
But he's French.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's why this is my show.
This
is my show, son. Perez.
I'm double checking your math, but
okay, go ahead. Plus 375.
Hey, look what Wikipedia says. Victor Perez is a French professional golfer.
That's what I said.
Wow, did you know he was 6'6"?
Yes.
Holy moly! Nobody can
just like Davis Thompson is 6'5".
Okay.
That being said, played well the last couple weeks. He one of the better ball strikers on the PGA Tour. He can make a lot of birdies. Victor Perez plus 375. I love. And again, hey, Aaron Wright, there's a lot of Walgreens and CVS's down there. You can get down on some of them clippers. It's going to help you with your perspiration, especially when it's Herman. Maybe on it.
He likes it.
Well, I don't care if he likes it or not. That taco meat, man, it don't work when it's a hermit out. Just telling you.
I mean, he's from England, right?
Yeah.
Maybe good day, mate. Maybe they like all that hair over there. I don't know. He wears long sleeves sometimes.
They can like what they want to like over there. They got bad breath. They got bad food and bad traffic and bad weather.
Good beer.
And obviously they got bad arm hair. Man, get down on that. Get Clippers, CVS. Make it a sponsor. There it is. Taco meat.
They can't do this anymore. And there's Johnny's picks. Make sure you guys look out for the what are they called? Matchups. Brain's oatmeal right now. After visualizing Aaron Rye's arm hair in my breakfast cereal. Check out Johnny's matchups Saturday morning, Sunday morning for round 3, round 4 of the Houston Open. We will put those out on social media as early in the day as possible. They usually go out before noon. Give you plenty of time to place your bets before tee off for Johnny's winning matchups. What's your matchup records this year? 20 wins.
We have 20 wins, 5 losses, and 3 ties. So we're gaining some momentum. 3-1-1 last week. We did 3-0 on Saturday. 0-1-0. Had some bad luck that we always do, but still looking strong. We're about around the even. We're a little minus like 125 for the year and the total year to date on profit and loss. But that's a good sign for us. We start our stretch. We have a lot of a lot of momentum building. We've always done well in this stretch. So, hey, if we're sticking around that even right now and we get on that run, I mean, our worst year last year we've had in 6 years, we were plus $6,750 net profit. But again, for the year, guys, listen, play every single week. Don't send me texts, don't send me emails, social media when you don't play every week. This is the system. This is the system that we've come up with. Play every single. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's 10. Play every single week. Play every play, and you will come out on top for the year. It's been 7 years in a row. We've been extremely profitable on this. So we know what we're doing.
Definitely. We will be back on Monday to recap the 2025 Texas Children's Houston Open for all the money that they raised down in Houston for the good folks at Texas Children's Hospital. It's a great cause. It's a great place. They do a lot of good things for kids who don't deserve to be sick. And while we can't take that away from them, we can try to make them feel better while they're going through whatever they're going through. So again, thanks to our sponsors over at Tom's Town Distillery up in Kansas City, Missouri. I need me some Tom's Town. Orion Golf at orion-golf.com. Of course, Turf Life at turflifeclub.com. And as always, Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. The new issue coming out here in about 2 weeks. Head over to golfcentralmag.com, put in your email address, and they will shoot you over a brand new copy in your inbox for free.
That's right.
Are you going to be with us on Monday, or are we doing a solo Tim show?
We will see. I will do a recap video regardless. I'll be traveling a little bit on Monday, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, but worst case scenario, I'll give you a little video of a recap, and we'll go from there.
And at the very least, I will be with you at 5 o'clock Central on FanStream Sports, fanstreamsports.com, the mobile app, and wherever you get your podcasts later in the same day. I am IndyCarTim. That's Johnny. Until next week, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight.